Well, it's 1 a.m. on 1 a.m. on what is today? Wednesday? Yeah, today's Wednesday, January 28th. And the temperature looks like about 3 degrees. I think that was a forecast. 3 degrees, so Fahrenheit. So that's where we're at. Okay. Hopefully it'll be warm again tomorrow, or warmer. It was around 20 degrees today, or yesterday. Okay, just wanted to check in at night. Yeah, it's about 12 noon. I finally got outside. It's about the same as yesterday, 18 degrees. Forecast said 30, but the sun's not really shining. It's kind of overcast. It's bright, but it's not full sun. It's just a mix of thin clouds blocking the sun. Yeah. I don't have much to do today. This is okay by me. But I have something to do. It feels warm. Probably because there's not much wind. Yeah, I'm not wearing as many coats today. I left my big, heavy coat. Yeah. I still got a couple jackets on and a sweatshirt. So I got like 3 layers. And there's still snow everywhere. Yeah, there's snow. Snow on the ground. And on the roof. But I think it melted a little bit. Maybe not melt, I shouldn't say melt. Evaporated. Some of it evaporated. Because it doesn't look as thick. But the clouds are up there. Like I said, hey, right now, sun's coming out a little bit now and then. See the little gaps in the clouds. I guess I should go down and cut their ice first. But I'm going out to the big pasture to cut theirs too. Now that I got a clear road in the big pasture up to where I need to go, I can use a truck. That's what I did yesterday. Plowed the snow in the pasture, big pasture. It's the old hay that the cattle had to dig out of the snow. But yesterday, after the sun went down, I was able to give them that bale. Fed the cattle up at the big pasture too. Yeah. Look at that. They're standing there because I guess there's less wind. Well, let me head down there and cut the ice for these guys. Then I'll head out to the big pasture and cut the ice on that pond too. And while I'm out there, I want to check the creek, see if there's any water flowing underneath the snow and ice. Well, there's my cat. And she's out and about a lot more since and she could walk on the snow without making a print, without sinking in. Because, like I said, the snow has a little, I can't walk through these drifts. I think she's in heat because last night there's some cats on my back porch. She was in her little house, but they were hanging around her. So if she gets bred now, what is it, about 63 days? Boy, she's chasing something. I think there's something Something was flying. Anyway, oh yeah, I gotta get the water for these guys. I'll give her extra food in case you get some more visitors today. They can have a snack while they're visiting with her. Anyway, if she gets bred now, 63 days is gestation period for a cat. She should have kittens around the end of March, which is just about right for the weather. Anyway, got work to do. Not much, but it's something. The sun's trying to shine off and on. There it comes. Yeah, sun's in and out. Yeah. Fade in, fade out. But it's there. I had to come to the truck. I had to go to the truck to get my ice cutter. That's enough of my partial shadow. Yeah. Still plenty of white snow out there everywhere. Thick too. Like I said, it's deep snow, or any snow, will reflect the light back into space. And none of it gets absorbed. None of the heat from the sun will get absorbed. Let's continue with my objective of cutting ice today for the cattle. Oh, there's a nice bright sun. Comes and goes. Be a cat prints when the snow was still soft. Okay, let's walk down the hill and cut some ice on that pond. Oh, the wind's kicking up now. Yeah, by hill I meant this one. There's a lot of birds down there eating any weed seeds that was in the hay bale. I guess they're probably eating the weed seeds off of those weeds there too. Oh, there's a cardinal on that bush. Somewhere over there. I can see it, but probably can't see it in the camera. The birds are finding something to eat. Cattle, at least they have a nice dry place to lay now, and they have something better to eat too, or more to eat. Okay, let's go cut ice. Keep saying that, but I never get it done. Okay, sun's coming out again. I like when the sun comes out. I can feel it. She got up. I hear that cat meowing more. I can hear him. There she is. Maybe she's gonna follow me. Probably not though. I don't see her anywhere, but I heard her. She's there somewhere. Well, it might feel a little warmer, but it's still cold enough to make ice. It's not thawing. That's why I got to cut the ice on that pond. I got 2 big blocks of ice. I'm gonna make another one today because it's not warm enough to melt yet. I think sometime in February, first week of February, it's supposed to be above freezing for a few degrees. Yeah, they got hay. Okay, it's cut. Oh, you following me around? I know what you want. You want water, don't you? Yeah, I never got around to installing a water fountain for these guys. Yeah, my brother's got water supply that me and Dad, and I guess whoever helped, we installed water fountain. And now he's got that, he owns it because my family gave it to him. When they set up the farm trust, they split it off 5 acres for him, since he already had a house there. And the barn includes the water supply fountain, so he don't have to cut ice. He has to maintain the water fountain though. But I cut ice because I never put one in. They're waiting for me to cut the ice so they can get a drink. Before I cut the ice, I'm gonna that's 2 days of cutting. No water yet. It's just ice. But I'll get around to it. I didn't cut the ice yet. I'm going to do it now. Looks like he might be last today. Because the other cows beat you here. Still waiting, huh? Good. Yeah, I know. Let's see. Let's see if I can cut this and record at the same time. Yeah, I don't know how thick the ice is, but it's probably thick as the other ones. At least an inch. Let's change hands. Yeah, that's better. I can't see. Let's change hands again. I'm only going to do this for one hole. Yeah, I'd say it's about an inch. If not more. Okay, one more. One more. There we go. Well, pretty good. I'm on these 2 hands. I'm gonna need 2 hands to get the ice out of there. Okay. That hole's cut out. Now I got 3 more to do. Let's see who's going to be first on the drinking. Probably the bull. Huh? The youngest, not the youngest one, but she's going to get pushed out. She's surrounded. Bullets first. I'll let them drink a little bit. I don't think the ice is strong enough to walk on. But I'll try. I've got 3 more holes to cut, so the others can drink too. Ice is strong enough to walk on. Should be, after all this time below freezing. Okay, I got 3 more holes to cut. Two here. And one on the end. No water yet, is there? Look at this. She's digging for water. Where's the calf? Where'd she go? Oh, you're over there. Don't walk too far out. You might break through. She's looking for water too. That's probably what happened to this bull here. This yearling black bull. He walked out of here, probably with her, because she had her right rear leg. When I saw her, same day I found this one, she had a muddy, wet-looking leg, like it was frozen with water. So they both probably walked, because they were always together. They probably both walked out here looking for water, and he broke through, probably because both of their weight. And then he didn't make it. I guess he got too deep, stuck in the mud, and with the thicker ice, he couldn't get out. But I think she made it out. Of course she made it out, because she's still here, but he didn't make it. Yeah, shame too. I was going to need him, but I got the white bull, the yearling white bull, about the same age as the yearling black bull. I'll bring him up in the spring, and he can take his place. He'll be 2 years old in March 28th, so he ought to be able to. I think he's tall enough to handle these cows. I'm not sure, but if not, he'll grow into it. Okay, I got to finish my work here. I'm stressing these cows out. Okay, let's get that one done. You don't want to share, huh, boy? That's your choice. Okay, this hole's next. Second hole's cut. Go ahead, girl. You gonna get something there? Go ahead, drink. You don't like it? Yeah. When the mud settles, the water gets clear. That one's still a little muddy. So that's 2 holes cut. Move on to the third one. There's the third hole. Ready to cut. Nice. 3 holes cut. Here's the other 2. Everybody's getting a drink. But not everybody, not yet. There's 3 holes cut. 1 more to go. There's a 4th hole ready to cut. She finally got in here where she can drink, and I'll just stay here. Let her drink. Go ahead, little muddy. Hard to reach that. Your neck ain't long enough. You're getting it. Well, they all got a drink. I saw her drink a little bit till the bull came and chased her away. I think she wants another drink. There you go. Yeah, bull was bothering her. Don't do there. Drink there. Don't bother her. That's it. That's it. Come on. Drink. Oh well. It'll stay thawed for a little while, even in this cold. Good for you, girl. I'll guard you. I won't let nobody bother you. See ya. Look at her leg. It's really pour down there to get her head, get her mouth close to the water. Don't stick your foot in there. It'll be cold. I heard the cat somewhere. Cat's up by the house. If she was smart, she'd come down here, catch all those catch those birds. Of course, she's got no cover. They'd probably see her coming. Well, I'm done here. Now I gotta drive out to the big pasture. Keep drinking, girl. Drink as much as you can. I'm only cutting ice once a day. Lately it's been about noon. I should come out earlier, but just don't feel like it. I guess if they get thirsty, they can always eat snow. Probably not good for them, but I'm sure the cattle in the wild, when they were wild, before humans domesticated them, they had to get water where they could find them. That's it. Drink it up, girl. Well, at least cutting ice gives me something to do. Gives me reason to go outside. Enjoy the, I don't really call it enjoy, but oh look, somebody walked out there. Yeah, that's how that yearling black bull he got caught. Ice was probably thinner then. It's been thick. I think it's got cold here, colder after he got caught in the pond. Before he broke through, or after he broke through. Because it got down to -3 here the other day. You done? Okay, I gotta go. You had a drink. Okay, I'll guard you a little longer. Make sure you're not interrupted until you're done. Yeah, I've been thinking I should bring a shovel here and dig that hole out. It's a little bit muddy. Dig that hole up. Rip these holes out after I cut them. That way it won't make so much mud. I'll just dig the mud out and throw it up somewhere. Probably throw it up on the bank here, not up there. Not a deep hole, just deep enough to make the water clear. Did you fill your belly with water? That's good. I'll be back tomorrow to do the same thing. As long as the ice is forming, I need somewhere to drink. Although when the snow starts to melt, that stream that I had dug out the ditch last spring, it might hold water. If it's flowing, yeah, it won't freeze up. But it's not flowing yet because the snow's not melting yet. One more time, huh? Okay. Enjoy it while you got it. Okay, I'm gonna go. I got other ponds to cut. You're welcome. So they got hay over there. And they got water here. And this hill here, this embankment here, it blocks some of the wind coming from the north. So looks like they're comfortable. I think he looks like he's sleeping. A white bull. Okay, let's head back to the house and get the truck going. Somebody wandered onto the ice here. They're lucky they didn't fall through. I think they all had a drink. Now they're just sunning themselves because the sun is warm right here. Less wind. I don't feel much wind except around my head. View from above. Another view from above. I'm done here. Let's move on to the big pasture. Still a struggle walking up that hill in the snow. I just took it slow and I made it without, I didn't have to stop. A little bit of exercise there, I guess. Cows seem content. They probably got a full belly of hay and now they got water to mix with it. So they're all good until tomorrow. I may have to feed hay more often since they have nothing to pick on. They used to nibble on short grass out there before, but now there's only thing they got is the hay. So we'll see. I think this snow is going to last quite a while, so I may have to feed more hay than I planned. Okay, next stop, a big pasture, I guess. 2 p.m. and it's 22 degrees. So it went up about 4 degrees since noon, because it was 18 at noon. It's cold, but it's not as cold as it was previously. Yeah, this snow is going to keep it cold for quite a while until it melts. Well, I made a mess here, but I can live with it. As long as I can get the tractor out and the truck out, I'm okay. It's going to take a while to melt all this stuff. Anyway, let's head out to the big pasture and cut some ice there. Look at that. Cat caught a bird. Nice. All that's left is the feathers. But you getting enough to eat? I guess their birds are easier to catch. No, huh? Yeah, I think she's still in heat, but she's probably calling for the male cats to come. She usually don't do this kind of sound, but I think she's in heat. So, like I said, if she gets bred this time, she'll have kittens around the end of March. Yeah, you go hunt some more birds. Okay. I gotta head to the big pasture now and cut some ice for the cattle. Well, if my memory serves me correctly, I haven't started this truck since Saturday. Was it Saturday? Yeah, because I remember I fed hay on Friday, and then I took this truck out there Saturday before before the snow started falling. Yeah, there was no snow yet. It started snowing in the afternoon, I believe. Yeah. Oh, I think it was snowing all day, but just real light. Yeah, there was just a light snow on Saturday. The heavy snow came at night. Yeah, after the sun went down, and all this stuff was here Sunday morning, but then it was snowing again Sunday, so a little bit more. Anyway, that means I haven't started this truck till Saturday, and today's Wednesday, so that's Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 4 days. So I hope it starts. I don't have this on the trickle charger because I used to use it more often, so let's hope for the best. It started with no problem. Right off. Well, let's go to the big pasture. I left a little ridge of snow there in front of my truck. I could have shoveled this, but I didn't want to shovel nothing. Okay, nobody's coming. I'm gonna try it without four-wheel drive. But if I need it, I got it. Yeah, everything's white. It looks pretty. This is not, it's not easy to work with, that's all. Yeah. Whenever I clean my road and my driveway, I try to keep the snow off the road as much as I can. I don't have a good way to turn in. I can't turn that short. But I'm getting there. There might be a few lumps here and there, but they'll get packed. As long as I got traction. There's still some grass there. With all the snow, I forgot to make a snowman. I usually don't anyway. But it would have been easy to make one with all this snow. But I'm not a kid anymore. Look at all the birds. Yeah. At least I got a nice bridge to cross. Let's see if I make this turn wide enough. Yeah, I'm making it. I'm making it. When I come back, I'm gonna check the creek. I think I see water down there, but it's underneath the ice. It's working. No problem coming up. I don't see any cattle tracks down here except for the deer tracks. Yeah, there's nothing underneath that oiler. So they haven't come down yet. Still got it in two-wheel drive. I'm going to try to stay out of the snow so I don't need it. Looking good. So far, so good. All this effort just to cut ice for the cattle. I thought about feeding hay closer to the creek, but I didn't really feel like it. I got it just cleaned off pretty good. Let's see. I gotta turn around here. I can't turn this short, so I'm gonna turn and then back up. Let's see. There's a post here somewhere. Where is it? I don't see it. Probably ran it over. Come on, where are you, post? I don't see you. It's around here somewhere. At least I got it. Okay, I see it now. Okay. Okay, now I can head down to the pond. Still didn't need my four-wheel drive. The cattle haven't even been down to the gate. I don't see no tracks. Yeah. I made a good path for my truck. Still a winter wonderland in the snow. It's only frozen water. When I was blading this, or no, when I was feeding hay, I drove the tractor tire on the edge to smash down the edge. Well, they're over there looking for water. can't drive around them like I usually do. Looks like the bull rolled the other bale, both of them. He rolled the left bale to the left and the right bale to the right. So now they got more places to lay down and stay warm. Okay, let's drive around. Snow's a little thicker here for some reason. Okay, see if I can make this turn. Yeah, I should have made the turn wider. Oh, that's crooked. I'm going to have to back up. A couple of them are over there on the other side. That's where I cut yesterday. And way on to the left there in the pond, I could see evidence that somebody broke through. I'm guessing it might be the bull. He's probably the only one heavy enough and strong enough to get out of it. I don't know how deep the water is there, but it's deeper on this end than it is on the other end. Yeah, it's always deeper near the dam. Now, let's see if I can back up without four-wheel drive so I can finish this turn. Hey, I did it. Without the four-wheel drive. Okay, let's finish this turn. Okay, let's go cut some ice now. Yeah. I cut a hole there yesterday. It was kind of muddy. I'm going to see if I can find a new place. Those two are waiting, but I wanted to check the cattle. I can't drive around the cattle or the hay bales, but I can walk. Sun's still trying to shine through the clouds. At least I made it through this. Yeah, I should have made this a wider turn. Anyway, cattle are up there. Oh, there's Caffey. There's a little bull calf from the mama cow, which is right there. So yesterday I was concerned that somebody fell through that pond, the ice here, but I don't see anybody missing. I think the bull is probably the one that broke through because he's the only one big enough and strong enough to get out of that stuff. All the other ones are here. As far as I can tell, pretty sure they're here. Anyway, let's walk around. Yeah, I'm glad I brought him hay yesterday. Even though we didn't get a chance to cut more holes for the ice. Oh, it sure is hard to walk through this deep snow without a path to follow. There's my tractor tracks from yesterday. Yeah, they all have plenty to eat now. They can tolerate the cold, but they need hay to do that. Hay and water. I walked into the woods a little bit. Get a different view. There's my southeast gate for the fence. Not many deer out here. Most of the deer tracks I've seen are over there at the bottom. Okay, let's keep walking. There's some of that mint. This year I decided to collect some for tea. Yeah, it works pretty good. I cook it with lemongrass. Yeah, that's a good combination. And I add a little honey too. I just started doing that this week. Yeah. Here's some baby ones. I don't know if those are seeds. I don't think they're leaves. I think they're seeds. But nothing's eaten them yet. This is how big the plants were when I harvested them. But they had lots of leaves on them. I don't think these are leaves. I think these are seeds. But I don't see nobody eating them. Nothing, no signs of any birds eating the seeds. So I'm just guessing they're seeds. Anyway, I'm going to harvest a lot this year. I still got some left though. I harvested pretty much this year. You know, I harvest them and then I tie the ends together and hang them up and let them dry. And then I just use the leaf, break off what I need for tea. Yeah, works pretty good. I don't think that's cattle track. See, it goes to the fence. Yeah, it looks like the deer have been jumping over right there. There's the neighbor. He raises cattle too. Yeah, the deer went that way. Yeah, I can see the track going through right there. Yeah, I can see the deer jumped over the fence right here. And then they walked along there. Yeah. That's the only marking I can see in the snow. The deer tracks are on the left there. My tracks are here. Ah, bull calf, he's nursing. Come out here to cut ice, but I guess I came out to check the cattle too. That's more fun than cutting ice. I think the deer go under here, but I haven't seen any yet. There's no tracks here, but in the past, looks like they jumped over here and tangled that top wire with the barbed wire, and the bottom wire, smooth wire with the barbed wire. So, hope my cattle don't try to get out there. Now, these weeds are different than these. Aren't mint, and I could see I don't see no bird tracks here. So I guess they don't eat that either. Normally when there's seeds, the birds will find them on top of the snow. Those are just regular weeds. I don't know the name, I forgot. Looks like the bird was in there. Looks like I guess there was a hay got rolled out here once, all the way out to the fence, and I pushed it away and left a pile there. I guess they found it and they were digging through it. Digging through the snow. I guess they could smell the hay underneath the snow. There's the brown heifer. She should have a calf this year, soon, I think. Looks like the bull is losing some hair on the side. Probably from lice. Sun's shining, trying to shine, but not doing a very good job of it. This pregnant heifer is getting her scratch on. Look at it, she's using that little rose bush stick or stalk that's broken off to scratch around her eye. Cool. Let's get a closer look. At least they pushed it where the old hay was. So that's good. They already had most of it trampled down. Look at his sides, his little bear there. You able to stay warm there, Bully? He seems comfortable. That's it, boy. Get a good drink. There's that yearling white bull. He'll be 2 years on the end of March. So I'll be bringing him up to the house. He can take the place of that black bull that fell into the pond and died. Bigger than a black bull anyway. Yeah. He's also my backup for here in case something happens to my bull here. But I can, until he's big enough to cover these cattle, I'll let him work on the Highlanders. That's it, boy. Get what you need there. Get what you need. That's how that milk thief calf, her calf from last year, that's how she was nursing on the red cow from behind. And one time I saw her nursing on that red cow while the red cow's calf was nursing from the side here. That's why I moved that heifer calf to the house. Yeah, she's got a good udder. He can access those teats real good. Okay, I'm getting cold. Yeah, you're going to be big enough to breed them this year, boy? Look like one of your horns is lower. Yeah, what happened to you? Why is your horn not going up as much on that side? Yeah, that was the last calf born last year, April 25. So she'll probably be the last cow that will have a calf this year too. That red bull calf there, that's the red cow's calf from last year. And that bull calf here, the white one, that I'm going to take to the house in the spring, I guess. Yeah, like in April, May, yeah. And he's her 5th calf. Yeah, 5, and the 6th calf is at the house, and that's her 7th calf behind her. Eat up, girl. Enjoy it. Don't mind me. I'm not. This thing is sticking out. I call it a thing. I could use a proper word, but I'd rather just call it this thing. Dad always called it a pecker. I thought that whenever he said that, I always had to laugh. We called it something else when I was a kid. It begins with a D, but I ain't gonna say it. Sometimes Dad made me laugh. Anyway, I better cut the ice. After that, oh, the bull went down. Oh, he's going back to the same place he tried to drink before, where he fell through. I better cut the ice before he falls through again. I'm just guessing it was him, since he's in the same place. Anyway, after that heifer has her calf, I think she'll be first or second. She'll have next anyway. And I think it's this one. This one will have her calf. And then the white one. And then that cow back there. I'm just going in the order that they had a calf last year. Okay, let's go cut the ice before he falls through. Looks like he's drinking something there. Maybe I should cut the ice there. If he's the one who fell through there last time, somehow he made a hole with a footprint. I don't, that's where I cut the other day, right there. Oh, see, they're sinking in. See, wherever it's snow covered, that's how they're drinking. Their foot sinks in. I don't think that's frozen right there. I can't tell. Let's see if yeah, there's water. That's not one frozen. I cut that last night. What are you looking for? A cutter? You can't drink that. Yeah, she's got an udder. She's a heifer, and she's going to have a calf. But she's got a good udder too. She ought to have, but she's, oh, I told you. Mama cow, that's her. This is Mama cow's fourth calf. Yeah, from up there. And she inherited her mama's. Yeah, he's breaking through there. See? And that's how they get a drink. Don't go there. That's how you fell in last time. I'm sure that was him. I'm gonna go to the other side because I think it's easier for him to drink there. I'm gonna cut that. Although I might cut a hole there after he leaves. Just there. I'm not gonna go over there. I can cut. He's getting a drink though. Okay, I gotta charge my phone anyway. Well, he's still drinking there. So he's getting something from his footprints. Wherever there's snow, the ices don't freeze up as hard. And she's walking over there, so I'm gonna cut the ice on the other side. This one here shows water, so I'm gonna, when I leave, I'm gonna come back and swish that. And after he leaves, I'm gonna cut a hole there so it's easier to drink out of. Yeah, I'm going to go over there now, cut a hole on this side and a hole on that side. Just one hole this time. He's done drinking. I'm going to show him that hole that's open. Out that hole. There was some ice on it, so yeah, but I got it. I don't know if they can reach down that far though. Yeah. I cleaned out some mud. I'm hoping that's going to fill up with water, but I don't think it will. I'm going to see if I can cut something over there, since that's where they want to go. But that one cow broke in through there. So maybe I'll check that out right here. But also over there. That's the hole that I cut yesterday, and I cleaned out the ice today. That hole was already there, I just made it bigger. That's from a foot hole. So you got an itch, probably from lice. No, that's where I'm pretty sure it was a bull. I'd say he walked across here looking for water sometime since it snowed. He broke through, but then looked like he swam out this way. And here's where I was drinking. So I'm gonna make a hole here, right on the other side of that log, right in here. I don't want him going any farther. Yeah, the ice was all broken up here. That piece there is 2 inches thick, and it was all busted up. I can see water flowing up from under the ice. Anyway, I got these two cut. I'm running out of batteries. These things not charging very good. Those are the last 2 holes I cut. There's a log in between them there, and I'll cut them first. That one was ready to cut last night. I just opened it, cut the ice again. That one was a footprint. I cleaned it out and made it bigger. There's some footprints in here too. Okay, now I got to go over there and see what I can do. I want to get a hold on each side of that rose bush, there and there. I'm not sure where I had my hole. I don't know if it was one or two holes. But I'm thinking I had the hole over there. But it looks like there's a hole here, so I'll do some tests. This was covered with snow, so maybe they were drinking here, because it looks like they had a bunch of holes there. And I had another hole over there too somewhere. I'll check that one out later. I see a block of ice. That was a broken chunk of ice. Well, let's see if I can find a hole here. Yeah, I got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 holes over there. A bull was drinking over there before I cut a hole. His foot went through the ice, and then he was drinking out of his footprint. But I'm going to try to, I think they do the same thing here, where they break through the soft mud under the snow. Now these, if it was 1 or 2, I know I at least cut at least 1 hole here. I'm not sure about that one. I'm pretty sure that I cut a hole there. That was before the snow. So let's see if I can find it and recut it. And I found that hole. That's where I made the hole before. That one I think is new. I had to, it looked like they were drinking out of there, so I cut it anyway. I don't know what happened here, but that thing's at least 2 inches. I didn't measure this one. I think I will. But there's another layer underneath. What I'm thinking has happened is that I had cut a hole here a while back. Not recently though. I may have. But anyway, I think there was a layer of ice on top, and then somehow the cattle broke through it somewhere with a foot, and then this water drained in on top of it, and then that refroze right there. Yeah, since it snowed. Yeah, that big part there, that's almost 3 inches, about 2 3/4 inch. And what else did I find? Look at that. Some kind of stork, the heron tracks. Okay, I got this hole cleaned out. So I wound up putting 2 holes on this side. I'll go there, see what I can do there. At least 1 hole. Get a closer look at these footprints, bird tracks. Those are probably a heron. I know they're around here, but he came in here after it snowed, so they're still around. But they're not able to catch any fish if the ground's frozen. So I don't know what they're eating. They better fly south. Sun's trying to come out. I see sunlight on that log. Okay, these 2 holes are cut, opened up, and I got to go over there. It looks like they broke a lot of ice there, but I'm still going to clean out a hole if I can find one. Sun's over there. Cattle are eating their hay. One bale by itself over there, or part of a bale that they rolled out. They sure made a mess here. I think most of the drinking was over in this area. Or it's broken. I can see some water moving, or clear. It's not. Yeah, I see the wind blowing it right about there. So and I can see some ice busted up. Yeah, there's the ice sticking up there, there, and there. So I'll make the hole in here. I don't want to go over there. I'm going to go here. I took out the broken ice. I also found out there's a big log on this side there. But it's frozen in. I'm done. They were drinking in there too, but I'm just going to leave that alone. Because if that freezes up, they might be able to push that down and break free. But I'll come out every day as long as the temperatures is in the teens anyway. Well, there's 3 holes on this side now. Okay, I think I'm done. I'm not sure what caused that. I don't think anybody walked out there. Must be a warm spot right there. There's some streaks too going out. I don't know what those are. Another one over there. Little, like a clear spot. And then it streaks out. I think there's one over there too. And one way over there. Anyway, here's where that, I think it was the bull, I'm not sure who. One of them fell in here. I don't see no tracks here. So they must have been on the ice when they fell through, but then they were able to swim out. So I'm thinking that was a bull. I don't think the younger ones would have been strong enough to break the ice. I bet that scared them. Yeah. There's the other holes I cut. 4 of them. What do you think you're doing? That's not a scratching post. Better not break my light. I think sometime during the summer or something. I'm not sure what I did. How I did it. I think I was backing up there to unload something or load something, and to my west door, and I think I ran into the white cover for my bale spear, and I busted it, so I had to replace it once already. I don't want to do that again. Those things aren't cheap. Okay. Oh, my job out here is done. I cut 4 small holes over here. And the bull was already making holes with his feet here. And then they were doing the same thing over there, breaking through the ice edge and drinking out of their footprints when they filled with water. So I cut 2 holes on this side and 1 hole on that side. I'll come back every day when it's cold like this to break the ice out again. Yeah, you don't know it yet, but you're going to be moved to the house because you're going to. I want you to try to read those hiding cows. You're bigger than the other ones. The other calves that were born that year. I sold one, and the black one was one. Who else was it? I think there was 3 or 4. 3. This one, the black one. Who else? There was one more. This one. Oh, the one I sold. There was 3. This one was the first one. I think the black one was second, and then that was from 2023. He's from 2023, and the black one died because he fell through the ice in the pond at the house. The one in the bottom, and he didn't make it out. Anyway, oh, look at the little calf is laying down there beside that cow. Yeah, and there's another one laying down here. Her calf, probably her calf. And there's another red calf. And the rest are over there. I sure thought somebody drowned in this pond too when I saw that broken ice. But they're all here. As far as I can tell, they're all here. There's 10 of them, including the one here. There's always 10 here after I sold those calves in September. A cow and a calves, 2 calves in September. And that left me with 10. But then I moved. I moved her calf from this year, or no, from last year. I was a milk thief, stealing milk from her. I moved her to the house. That's the brown calf, brown heifer. And then she had another calf this year, middle of January. And so that still leaves me with 10, and I have 10, including this guy. Okay, gotta go. It's getting late and I'm getting cold. You probably can't see very good, but right there's a yellow snow from somebody who peed. Yeah. Yeah. We used to make yellow snow when I was a kid. I guess I still could. Just haven't done it lately. I usually hold it. Yeah, boy. You're going to go for a ride in April. I'm going to move you up to the house. And we said, wonder what happened to his horn. Why did it grow crooked like that? Usually that happens when they get damaged. Like it got when he was young. It got bent when it was young. Probably from button heads. Anyway, I gotta go. Look at me. Come on, look. Stop bending. Come on. Look this way. Oh, you're crooked. Yeah, I'll do it this way. Every time I move this way, he moves this way. Okay, I'm gonna get a shot of that horn. Always move, don't you? I'm glad I was able to clear a path through the snow for my truck. And they got a nice place to lay there, or get it out of the wind, or in case it snows again. I'm sure they use it a lot by all the manure that's in there. I'm sure they used it when it was snowing. Just came in here to check. Yeah, they got probably hard. They're probably all frozen. I just come in here to check the salt, which they still got salt over there. They got some down there by the oiler, but they haven't been down there. There's the salt, but it didn't look like they've been looking. They've looked at it recently. I should buy a couple more. One for here, one for down by the oiler at the bottom of the road, and I need another one for the. I got some in the barn at the house, so they don't really need it there. But I'll get 3 blocks if I want to get some. Kind of buried in there, so I pulled it out and cleaned off the bottom. So they got more than I thought. That's it. That way I could tell. I turned it over so I could tell if they've been licking on it. I was walking around here. I felt something hard. So I started digging. That salt block was on there. It's a little smaller than that one. It's been buried for quite a while. Well, at least they got more salt out here today than I thought. Yes. As we built this so they'd have some kind of protection during the ice storms and snowstorms. And it works. Works pretty good. Looks like that little bull wants some water. And he went here first. The 2 holes I made there and there. There's a little log there, was a bigger hole there and a small hole there. But he's still looking over there. Stupid. And you got 2 holes there. Maybe you were the one that fell in. What's wrong with them 2 holes? I guess they're too deep. Maybe can't get his head down in there. Well, you need to go over there, boy. The water's a little higher there. Don't go out there. You're going to get stuck. I need you. I got to chase him out of there. What's wrong with the holes I dug? I guess the water's too low. He's going to break through. He already stuck his front foot in one hole there, and he stuck a back foot over that way. They like to rub on that cedar. Come on, drink out of one of these holes. This one's busted, but it looks like it's starting to freeze up again. That one hole's pretty deep. I guess I'll find water where they find it. I think he can smell it. But he just... Hey, you smell it now? And your foot, can you reach down there? Yeah, try that one. There's some mud. I dug some mud out to make it a little deeper. Oh, you found it. About time. Oh, you don't like it? Yeah, I dug a bunch of mud out there to make that hole deeper. You're picky, aren't you? Just don't walk over there. I don't want you falling in, because I need you. Hope all this stuff melts pretty soon, so I won't have to cut ice, and they can get water anywhere. Well, I'm leaving. Take a drink while I'm here. You are picky. There you go. Okay, I'll leave you alone now. Okay, one last look at these guys and gals. Yeah, this side of the bowl is has less hair on it too.